We riot either way.
Okay, we're recording Bag Milk. You can hit it now.
Win or lose,
Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation network of podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone. What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Matthew Kachuk.
Are you guys all drunk?
Welcome into the Real Life Podcast, a totally different vibe of the Real Life Podcast.
Yes.
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 We're in Studio 2.
He gets a text. Oh, you don't have everyone potted up. Can you pot up all 4 mics, Bag Milk?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Good on you, Nugent-Hopkins. You're on fire.
You couldn't hear me?
No.
You didn't pod me up, Bag Milk.
Well, I'm just learning how to produce the show.
So here is the behind the scenes.
That is the joke.
If you watch Oilers Nation every day, you know we have a new studio. It's got a couch.
Yeah.
It's got some other chairs, but it has the ability for us to sit in more of like a circle while we do this podcast.
Yes.
4 guys in a room having a chat.
That's right.
And
You got my
Bag
arm up
Milk,
on the couch? You got your legs crossed?
I do. Bagged Milk is now controlling the board.
That's right.
And the buttons.
So you're no longer producer at this point. Let's just...
I have successfully pawned off all... Ooh, Mike fell. I've successfully pawned off all producer duties, yes.
And you, Bag Milk, are now the producer?
That's right.
I see.
I didn't know that until I sat down here, but now I get...
See, I wanted to sit there, and your MTech said I could. That means had I sat there, would I have been the producer?
Yeah, which
Yes.
is why I put a different chair.
So I was this close, and now the opportunity has shifted because now we record here, and that's now always your seat.
It doesn't always have to be my seat.
Well, now you're
Depends
the
how-
You
producer.
can move around, yeah.
But do you
Depends
know
how much
how
you
to
wanna
pot
push the
up the
buttons.
mics?
Well, I don't.
What the hell does pod up mean?
Pot up.
Oh, pot up.
Pot
Turn them up, basically.
Why is this
Bring the-
pot?
bring-
Is
When
it
you
an
can't hear the
industry
beat
term?
yourself in your earphones. I gotcha.
Industry term, eh? Pot up?
Yeah.
On Owen Everyday today, I had to get to the bottom of this because it's a term that Yaremchuk has used a few times. And I think he did it on the last Real Life episode. The term positive regression.
You're getting worse but better at the same time?
It doesn't make a ton of sense.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
But-
so I had to call him out. We had a discussion about
Is this
it.
a term that
What I
means something,
meant
or
to
did you
say
make it up?
was...
So it's positive regression to the mean. is if I'm going to really unpack it. So now, what have we come up with, Yaremchuk?
de-regression.
No, unthawed, progression to the mean.
You have built 2 studios in the last 6 weeks?
Kind of almost 3 in a way.
We're going
but
to give
yeah.
you a free one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the third one?
In my house, I have the Oilers Nation Everyday studio. Then when you turn the camera around, it's the Daily Face-Off studio. That's more professional.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many hours a day do you think you're in that room?
I'm in that room from about 7:30 until, if it's an Oilers Nation game day, then I'm out there earlier, but usually about 7:30 to 1, and then I drive
Wow.
here to come here.
Wow.
Locked in, locked and loaded. Lots
Locked
of
and
content
loaded.
being made in these
The drive
studios.
home or drive to work is also called lunchtime.
It is. Sometimes Amber has to help me out. I'll have to be like, hey, I've pre-made a grilled cheese at exactly 12:30, put it on the stove so that when I'm done Oilers Nation every day, I can just run upstairs, flip it once, finish getting dressed for Oilers Nation, grab the sandwich, hit the road.
Wow.
I'm
Takes
if
a
it goes
village.
on at 12:31, God help you.
oh, straight up. Yeah.
It takes a
The
village.
whole day is shot. But anyways, I had
works.
grilled ham and cheese today on the
How
drive
is
to
the
work.
new Everyday show going?
Good. You've been on it almost every day this week.
Well, it's just a function of the schedule. I'm
Yeah.
only there on game days when I can.
But it's been going good. We mix in guests. We had the Penguins play-by-play guy on.
That
earlier
was
this
cool.
week.
He was a good guy.
He was a really good guy, and he really wants to do more of it. He was like, whatever you need me, like.
I was going to pay the Pens more.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, we'll change the schedule.
Yeah, sure. Saravalli, Frank comes on. Frank was on yesterday.
Frank comes on every Wednesday, and I rename the segment every week because I think it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't
yeah.
think Frank really gets the bit,
Perfect.
but
Maybe that's the
funnier.
next segment. Frank doesn't get the bit.
yeah.
Again, you know my stance on these bits.
You want me to start calling it like,
32 Thoughts with Frank Saravalli.
Yeah.
The Cult of Hockey with Frank Saravalli.
but I think he might
the
get
Oilers
mad at
rig
that.
with Frank Saravalli.
Hockey DB with Frank Saravalli.
Oilers Now with Frank Saravalli.
Yeah.
The cult of hockey.
Oilfans.com with Frank Saravalli.
Yeah.
Frank Nation.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might be next week's. Let's get
Sure.
to our weekly segment, Frank Nation.
You should get Frank Saravalli to come to your house and do Frank's picks with Frank.
Oh, it's a
call it-
race.
They
Oh,
both have to be in dog mode on all fours.
Frank,
Or your Frank has to be in human mode.
Do you think you could give him a silver haircut?
Your
as
Frank
far
has
as
to
I
break a
know,
trade.
both Franks love a good treat.
That's fair.
You
I
know?
wonder if
Who
you could
doesn't?
talk to them in the same voice.
That's how I speak to Frank Saravalli.
Like a person.
Who's a good boy?
He responds well.
Good button timing on that one there. Sound's not coming through the TV anymore, though.
That's okay.
That's fine.
It just randomly stopped.
Yeah, well, it was actually a total accident that I somehow figured out the way to get the sound through the TV in the studio, and now it's changed, and I don't know how to fix it back, but that's all right.
We need to talk about these TVs here, Chuck. First of all, did you fix the remote control issue?
Just bought a new one.
You bought a new one?
It was $8.
Well, these were my TVs.
Well, as you can see, Wanya, my Nuge jersey is up in here as well.
But these were my TVs, and they took one to Calgary, and then the other one's on the wall, and I don't have any TV.
I kind of
And you kicked me out of my office.
Well, that wasn't totally on me.
Look at this is now a Beat Factory.
Oh, that is true.
Honestly, I think
to
the
record your next
conversation
EP.
flows really nicely with us in this format,
Not
and there
looking
is
up and down
room.
the bench.
There is room.
There's room for Chalmers.
There's a spot on the couch for Chalmers.
Honorary spot for Chalmers.
You went to his parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Was he making any mention of his poor attendance?
He's probably very rattled at us. It was so funny.
Rattled at us.
Well, like the people that were there. So like it's his parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So you expect there's a lot of their friends there.
Congratulations, Shirley and LC.
Oh, very very, very good journey they've been on. The funniest part of that night was the dance floor because it was all like the older people, like
Right.
just
Getting
cutting up
down.
a rug. It was entertaining, plenty.
Yeah.
But we were there. We were the young crew to be the young blood to help eat the food and consume the booze.
Yeah, you got to help.
But like I don't know, like we're having a good time shooting the shit. Chalmers has to work the room because he's there on celebrating his parents, and they've got their friends, they got a lot of family and all that stuff. But so Chalmers comes up to us, like everyone's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna order my Uber, like I'm gonna start winding down. And Chalmers like, after party at my parents' house, everyone's coming, right? And everyone's like, oh yeah, for sure. Then we all just Houdini'd.
What? Oh no! He doesn't take to this sort of
Oh
thing.
yeah,
well.
he would have been so pissed because like he springs us on us at like midnight.
Yeah.
And like I turn into a pumpkin at midnight these days.
But that's the difference between now and 10 years ago, because that is before is the exact time to climb.
Oh,
to the
I
next
know.
level.
It's like, yes, I need an after party,
Yes.
but now it's like Chalmers, that was not on the itinerary, so I cannot be there. So, anyways, I'm sure he was rattled because he was. I think it was.
Did you happen to bring up our award-winning podcast and why he doesn't attend?
Oh, it's always. It's everything's so hectic. Next week will be better. It's just the same shit.
You know what? This is how deadbeat dads treat their kids. They say, I'll be back next week to take you fishing, and then they don't come back.
Yeah. Chalmers just went to go get smokes, and we haven't seen him since.
Did you know that Drake's dad, Dennis Graham, has now got himself a huge Drake tattoo in his arm of Drake's face?
Yeah.
Like when he was a kid and Drake was Aubrey, he would never do anything with him. And now he has a Drake tattoo, and he releases songs.
Yeah.
Not only that, though, I'm looking at the tattoo right now. It is awful.
Awful.
Is it?
They did a horrible job.
Are you sure you're Drake's dad? You tell me. Like, that's what it's for. It's to prove to people that he's Drake's dad.
Let's get him in the club.
But like, man,
That's gross.
go to a guy that knows what they're doing with portraits, because this does not look great.
Well, but Drake has terrible tattoos, too.
Hey.
Drake's got some of the worst celebrity tattoos, period.
Maybe that's his thing, though.
They're just sprinkled every which way, and none of them mean anything. He's got like,
That's kind of like my tattoo, so I appreciate that.
well, but they're not everywhere.
Not that you can see.
Drake's covered.
Soon I will be.
You know
Not
who has
really.
a song called Drake's Dad? Arkells.
Did you sell your tickets?
He has a song called Drake's
I have
Dad.
I have not
Nice
sold.
spin.
Great spin. I have not sold my Arkells.
Do they
tickets
really
yet.
have a song called Drake's Dad?
Yeah, they do. It's actually pretty good.
Is it about Drake's dad?
It's about meeting Drake's dad. Or there's like a line in there about how they met Drake's dad.
Super
weird.
And you can't sell your tickets?
So I can't sell my tickets, but I have now. Amber's gonna kill me. I have now already
doesn't listen
purchased
to this.
new tickets for
All
the
right.
Calgary show.
Back-to-back Arkell shows.
Well, so I'm coming to Calgary. I'm coming to the BOA. But if anyone wants,
You got to bundle in some stuff around the office
know.
and make a Yaremchuk experience pack.
I am
with,
now
like,
willing to
a
sell
shoe.
them for less than face value just to recuperate some money. So if
Sell
you're
that
listening to
remote as part of the pack.
this
right?
$8 remote.
You get Arkell's tickets, a remote,
Do you mean anti-recoup?
Yeah, anti-recoup.
positive regression.
Yep.
We go up, we
You
go
want to
down.
negatively recoup?
I want to negatively recoup my assets. Yes.
You want to
some assets.
defund your account while refunding.
So if you're listening to this and you know of
The
someone,
D-refund?
Yeah.
let me know. I'll sell them for cheap.
He'll give you a deal. There's a song called Drake's Dad. What more could you want?
But we are going to Calgary, and
We are
what's the
going to
deal?
Calgary.
Why don't you put him on Kijiji?
Hey, good idea.
I know I told him, put him on Ticketmaster. Oh, I guess I could do that. I thought I'd try him on
Use the
something like,
internet.
This guy does not really know how to hustle.
No.
You know how to hustle, but you don't know how to hustle.
Internet hustle is not like real life hustle is Tyler's thing.
Yeah.
I don't see you as an internet hustler.
I couldn't figure out why my keyboard stopped working on my computer. And I was like, I can use my computer to fix my other computer. And I Googled, why doesn't my keyboard work? And it turns out it runs on a battery. Right? So anything you can't figure out how to do, sell your Arkells tickets. The computer will do it for you.
It will. It's efficient.
Yeah, I'll put them on StubHub or something then. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Put them on StubHub. Put them on Kijiji.
Okay.
Mark them up, sell them with a pen. Say
Put them
the
on
pen,
Facebook Marketplace.
The
put it in
pen's
your home address.
$1,500. The tickets are face value.
Yep. All right.
I like that you just YOLO'd your way into some new tickets, though. Proud of you.
Yeah, I just did it the other day. Jay was like, come on. And I was like, well, that's the straw that broke the camel's back
That's
right
all
there.
it takes.
I'm in.
That's all it takes.
Did you sell that last spot?
To Vegas?
Oh, to Vegas.
Wasn't there one spot left of something? You
Yeah,
said
Vegas.
One spot opened up in Vegas. Yeah, I know. I think we got it taken care of.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think we've kind of went internally and got it taken care of because it's weird to sell one spot. So I think we got that sorted, and then we'll be launching the next trip.
Courtesy of our friends at AMA Travel.
I want to talk
thankfully.
about Calgary, though, first.
Okay, yeah, we're getting all over the place.
That doesn't sound right.
We're going to Calgary. You're going down when? Do you leave tomorrow?
I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm not doing Oilers Nation Radio tomorrow.
Oh, skipping work for the Arkells. I respect it.
It's just Arkells.
Avoid the grind.
Drake's dad.
Yeah. Really need to see Drake's dad.
Now
at
you
the
can't go to
Saddle.
the R. Kelly concert.
Yeah.
And you're so sad because
Not
you love
doing
him.
ONR
I don't think anyone
tomorrow
can
because I'm
anymore.
leaving at like 12:31. Amber will have the grilled cheese ready to go for the road.
If it's 1 minute late,
Oh
I
yeah.
swear to you, this house better be empty when I get home.
I am driving to Calgary, Arkells at night, waking up next morning. We're going and doing content with Boomer and Pinder at the Calgary offices where your other TV is, Wanya.
We're gonna go visit your TV. We'll
Send
say
me a
hi for
photo
you.
of it at least so I know it's okay. It actually looked really good down there.
Yeah,
That studio, I don't know why you decided to deal them such a nice hand, but bravo.
their office is like shockingly nice. I'm like, you guys don't understand the ascent of offices.
Nor do
we
you
had to
deserve
go
it,
through.
you Calgary
This does not
fucks.
even smell like tires.
Yeah, they should have been in the back of a
Granted,
tire
it is
shop for
above a
sure.
beauty salon, which has got similarities to the old place.
Is
So
there
maybe
a
there's some
hungry
like.
cougar of a stylist there?
I
looking
had
to
I'll
grab
have to go
ass?
down
have
and
a
check.
soft
It was
touch?
not open. I was there on a Monday and then not open on Mondays.
Imagine
'cause-
there's a clone of the lady that was at the other hair salon place down there. She's like, hello, Jay, and she knows you somehow.
Oh,
Woof.
I'll go. I'll get a back rub.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah,
real
so
nice.
I'm assuming if it's like color and dye day, it might smell like chemicals. At least I hope it does. But like, it is super nice. It was like psychology offices, architecture companies that wanted to go in there.
Beauty.
But we got a good deal, so that's why we did it. Anyways, we got a nice office, those bastards. But
nice-
it's also a
nice
place for us
TV.
to crash because they got enough room.
Nice LG. They don't have enough room?
They have enough room.
Oh, they have enough room.
So we can
Go
go make
crash.
content.
Or we can sleep in it.
You're sleeping there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you sleeping?
I gave you the key.
There's couches.
Yeah.
I saw at least two and a TV that you could
Yeah,
watch
I
all
thought-
night long.
I thought that was the deal. You'd take Amber to the office and spend the weekend there, and then we'll go sleep in the other room.
Can you film yourself sleeping for our OnlyFans account? You don't do anything nude.
Nope.
You just have to sleep on
Even a
camera.
live stream would be fine.
Just sleep on camera.
There are people that do that on TikTok, hey? They like stream themselves just sleeping.
I probably could have a very successful account if I've been drinking and I go to sleep.
Well,
Do
yes.
you talk in your sleep when you're drunk?
I rage talk, yeah. Well, Bag Milk and I decided at lunch today that we're going to sleep in your room on Saturday night. So
That's right.
Get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Get ready to hear some night rage.
More importantly, if you are a fan in Calgary, listen, we've gotten a way for you to come to the game with us, but you got to be paying attention. Tomorrow, Friday, we will be announcing a mystery location on social media of where we're going to be meeting in Calgary before the game.
At 5 p.m. We know the time.
The first 20 people to arrive at said location will be coming with us to the Horror Dome.
Thanks to our friends ATP Financial for giving us the
Do we know where we're meeting or we're announcing it on social day of?
We're going to announce it. Well, the plan was to announce it on Saturday, but a little teasy tomorrow.
Well, yeah, let's stress Dan out a bit. Dan's the one managing this, and we can just kind of like leak it out.
Yeah, Dan's had too much of an easy ride on this one. Let's stress him out a little bit.
Let's stress him out. Yeah, let's leak it out to the real life audience before anyone else.
Yes,
Do you want to say?
sure.
We're going to be at Greta.
Greta at
Downtown.
5 o'clock.
There's a
on
Greta in
Saturday.
Calgary?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play Mario Kart.
Yeah, we're going to go be playing some video games. We'll be there at 5. Come join us. We got a couple hours before game time. We'll make the ascent, the walk over to the Saddle Dome, and the ascent to the press level.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel a retribution game. I feel
too.
like Edmonton's going to come in hot. They're going to
Boys are starting to gel a little bit.
Well, and we can jump into that. Like last couple games, quality competition. We're playing defense when we need to, or if we make a mistake, we're getting the saves we need.
Skinner was
creating
great.
chances.
Great.
He was fantastic. Last
Great.
night.
Skinner was next level.
People who were bitching on social, like, oh, I guess we don't need Jack Campbell. First of all, the season barely begun.
He's been great too.
Secondly, it is never hard to trade a good goalie in the NHL. Never.
And this is the best tandem the Oilers have had, in
Ever.
my opinion.
We should be
in
celebrating
a
that.
Thinking of who
long
we
time.
had in net last year versus now, we shouldn't be complaining about
That's
anything.
exactly
It's
it.
1A and 1B plus. Like
And it's all less than $7 million too. That is great value in this league for
Yeah,
your
remember we
goaltender.
just came back from Mikko Koskinen at 4.5
Yeah.
and Mike Smith at 2.2 or 2.5.
2 and change.
So like
This is
right
way
now
better.
for this year, we're getting a deal.
Way
Even
better.
next year, like that, the duo should only cost like $7.5 million.
Well, we
That's
should
great.
extend Skinner ASAP because clearly he is
What
he
if
is
he shaves his
developed.
mustache, though?
That'd be a stipulation.
I
The
love-
contract? Keep
Yeah,
the stash?
keep the stash.
I agree. I don't like him without the stash.
I don't. Yeah,
No, he looks
I
like a
think
different
he
person.
likes the stash too. He
it's part of
is
his
a
shtick.
very handsome man with a mustache.
Sometimes
Oh, looks
people
great.
get the George Peros where they know with the stash it's a thing.
But he was like cutting edge George Peros.
Oh,
When
but
had it, I'm
he
like, oh my
invented
god, he's
it.
got a mustache. I like this guy immediately.
But they know if they shave it, that they'll no longer be noticeable.
I even love that they did a feature on the mustache last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was
I
talking about
needed
the
it.
mustache, and 1 second later that started.
I didn't know I needed that feature, and then I got it.
Did you see after post game when he told him his save percentage and he beamed?
No, but what I did see was Stuart Skinner talking about growing up watching Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. What the fuck?
I told him a couple times I was in the stands calling him Nuge. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
He said your save percentage is like 957, and he just went ding, and the mustache went wing, and I went swing.
Now, Bag Milk,
Yes.
you must be very happy these days. Our boy, the Nuge,
My king is back.
he is playing so well.
He's getting points shorthanded, power play, even strength,
King
on
shit.
fire right now.
Oh man,
It's awesome.
this is the guy. He's well in every department there is for hockey, even goaltending. I'm
All
sure.
those people last year who were like, "Oh, paying $5.5 million for
Well, the
a
reality
black-"
is he had a bad year at 5-on-5 last year. The
Yeah,
last
still
2
had
years, even.
63 points, right?
50 points in 63 games.
Yeah,
Well,
he was on
whatever.
pace for
So then-
65 or whatever.
So then, even at 50 points, that's what a $5
I
million
respect
guy
you do that
gets
off the
you.
top of your dome here, check.
Like I tweeted out yesterday that I think Nuge's contract might be the best bargain in the NHL right now.
Better than Draisaitl?
Well, $5 million, $8.5 million. I don't know. I'm just saying.
that's a stretch.
You think I was being legitimately 100% serious with that statement?
I never know.
Well, it
Oh
is the
my
Nuge.
God.
You never can know.
Oh my dear God.
the
Well,
point here is that Nuge has got I think it's 3 5-on-5 goals that Gregor wrote this morning in the game notes. And last year he had at this point 0. Everything's going his way right now. He's got confidence, handling the puck well. Looks great.
Looks great. Looks young.
Oh,
Always young.
fountain youth, that guy.
Even Gino made the comment about how Nuge never ages.
Gino is in Evgeny Malkin?
Yep.
As in- yeah.
Really?
yeah. They had him do an interview with Skinner after the game.
Yeah.
And Skinner was like, I love the Nuge. And Malkin's like, I don't really follow the Oilers.
Gino's trying media as he's planning his retirement.
If you were the Oilers and you had studios like this at the OEG,
Where would Malkin sit?
yeah, and then you had one room that was like Yakupov in 5 years making Oilers content in Russian, and one room down was Jesse
Clefbaum.
Jonsu, Cliffbaum, perfect, making Swedish content. Don't you think in the long run that would be like very helpful to the Oilers' popularity around the world?
Yes.
Get former Oilers making international content to their mother tongue.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a Finnish guy around here we were going to talk to?
Ioanni, what's his
Niinema.
name? Nah, it's like Niam. The guy that translated Bison King.
Exactly. I thought that was him.
Yeah, that's that.
Wasn't
guy.
he going to make Finnish Oilers content at one
He does, but he writes for a Finnish publication. So he's an NHL writer based in Edmonton.
Oh,
From
Yoni.
Finland.
Yeah, I know Yoni.
Did we say Yoni?
Do we ever
Sorry,
hear
I was
how
very
well
happy.
Oilers Nation Germany does? Because they have a website, don't they? Yep.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do like hilariously okay. Like,
They spring to life on Twitter.
oh yeah, they're great.
The other day I saw Brazil arguing with Germany, and I was like, that's the way we intended it to be.
It's an international affair.
It's amazing.
It's awesome.
There's a bunch of Brazilian St. Louis fans that during the game, Edmonton and Brazil St. Louis were arguing with each other.
Wow.
Yeah. If you live in Brazil and you like the St. Louis Blues, like you deserve it when they win.
The Blues should fly you into town, just like the Oilers should fly you into town.
Yeah, they should.
Amen.
They should have Brazil night.
They should have Brazil night.
Fill the building.
Why not?
Steak on a knife. Steak on a sword, sorry.
Steak on it.
Then use your knife.
This reminds me of what I wanted to talk about. Two things. One, do you know who T Grizzly is?
Hell yeah.
Do you
From
know-
the D to the A. Put respect on
I
it.
can't believe your hip
I
hop
love
chops.
T Grizzly.
How interesting you
Yeah.
are. T Grizzly, when the you know what hit, didn't know what to do, so he started playing Grand Theft Auto. And I'm watching this podcast. T Grizzly's getting interviewed. He's not even really that popular. They're like, "Oh, how's it going?" He's like, "Why don't I just show you?" And he pulls his Twitch analytics out and gives it to the guy. It was the 16th of October. So far that month, he'd made 120 grand US
Wow.
playing Grand Theft Auto. And so the guy's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got this digital grizzly gang where like kids will be like, 'Let me in your gang.' And he'll like basically record himself saying gangster stuff to them. Like, if I jump you in, this is your family now." And it's really T Grizzly and they're giving him money and the views are going bananas. And the host is like, "That's crazy." And T Grizzly goes, "Man, 4 years ago, I was in jail. If you told me when I got out that I'd be making," I think he said something like $3 million a year playing Grand Theft Auto, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I'm like, you know what, T Grizzly? You figured something out. Isn't that crazy? $3 million a year playing Grand Theft Auto?
Respect.
It's great.
It's amazing.
It's an interesting time to be alive.
He's got interesting music too.
When you see that, I saw this thing on the news last night about the esports academy here in town.
What?
There's an esports academy wherever the hockey academy
Who's running
is.
it? Was?
Should be.
But they showed the room and everybody's being taught. And I was like, this is stupid. And I'm like, no, it's not. This is no different whatsoever than the hockey academy. It's just a different discipline.
Yeah.
They have a nutritionist for these kids in the esports academy, but they're
Just full of everything's caffeine laced.
they're trying at something. So I guess it's better than just like normal school.
I think it's cool.
There's money in it.
Yeah.
Well, T Grizzly's making $3 million. Fuck. Shit. How much money are you making off your OnlyFans, babe? Do
Oh, double that.
you ever play Grand Theft Auto on it?
I should
With his
actually.
feet.
Just with my feet.
Speaking of streaming, I'm going to stream myself watching the entire Oilers game tonight.
Nude?
We'll get more viewers.
That's true.
Tarps off.
Depends how many Nation beers I have.
That's kind of a cool idea. I saw you talking about that on Twitter last night.
Yeah, I just think it
So
might
what's
be...
the plan? Walk us through it.
So, me in the Sports Closet studio back in my house,
Yeah.
on the leather chair,
Sure.
camera in front of me, Oilers game off to the side because I can't put it on the screen. Little graphic,
Yeah.
me sitting there, watching the game, chatting with the YouTube section.
Yeah.
We'll do like a little countdown before the puck drops so
Sure.
everyone watching at home can like time up when their TV starts.
Keep
So,
tagging me. I'll keep retweeting you all
yeah.
game long.
So we're watching at the same time, and then I have two kind of scenes made. One where it's just me, and then one where it'll be me and someone else can just hop in a Zoom call. So what I'm thinking is like, I don't know if you're free tonight, bag milk for 5 minutes, or if you're free tonight for 5 minutes, or Coombsy, or
if there's
Zach.
no face, because obviously you're no face.
Just turn your camera
Yeah.
off.
I'll go on.
Yeah, you can just join with the. We'll join for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and it'll be kind of like the Manning cast that they do for Monday Night Football, where it's Peyton and Eli, and they just bring in their guests throughout the show and just keep watching the game and talk about
Bringing in
general
Tom Brady?
things.
And it's
Yeah.
on, how are you going to, what's the platform? YouTube.
So I think I'm just gonna mix in people from around the nation, and I don't know, like the chat gets going for my live show. So I'm thinking, you know, everyone's usually just sitting at home, and it's an away game, right? It's not like
So
people
just
get
infrequent, like when you feel like it, you'll
I'll
find
just
it.
do it when I feel like it.
Yeah, 'cause
thinking
that's
away games that starts
82, that's a hell of a commitment.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
just like away games that started a decent hour. I wouldn't do like the 8:30 game against LA. That's ridiculous. I need to be in bed. Or I'll just start streaming myself watching it in bed.
You gotta be prepping your
Now
grilled
we're
cheese
getting
for the
closer
next
to
day.
what the
Now
people
we're
want.
talking.
That's the one behind the paywall.
I'll watch for 3 hours like I used to watch Showcase just to see a boob.
But I honestly have no expectations for it. I'm just gonna do it.
What's the best stuff,
Talk
man?
about
It's the
betting.
nation way.
It's the best way to
Live
start.
betting.
I might do like some sort of hilarious bet and like throw a little bit on it, so I'm like really sweating it out live on the stream. I think that might be funny.
Really sweating it out. Just
Yeah.
okay.
You and I have completely different approaches to betting. That's what I do. I don't want to sweat out my bets.
In terms of the unit size,
Well, that for sure. But I don't want to sweat out my
Unit
bets.
shaming me.
I'm not unit shaming you.
What do you mean? You don't bet a lot of money or you do bet a lot of money?
I don't know.
Like, what's a lot of money? Like,
It's all relative.
Relative?
with inflation, like, is $1 million even a lot these days?
I don't think so. Oh, you want to hear my heartbreaking DraftKings story from last week?
Sure.
I did a little $12 single entry on DraftKings for NFL. I'm in second place when the late games start. And I got Breece Hall in the Jets D.
Oh,
And
Breece. I got him in
Breece
my
Hall
fantasy.
rips off a
Yep.
60-yard TD run. I'm in first place out of 10,000 people, winning $2,500.
Come on.
I'm like, hell yeah. I'm about to take down this showdown and make some money.
T Grizzly in the house.
So I'm sitting there watching the game, and Amber and I had errands to run. We had to go to Canadian Tire and get new light switches. So I was like, Amber, I'll just follow along on my phone.
I'm buying the switches, babe.
Yeah, light switches on me. Next offensive play, Breece Hall tears his ACL and is done for the season. And I end up winning $30.
What?
I probably wouldn't have won $2,500 regardless because I didn't have enough players in the afternoon. But the fact
Football
that
God giveth and taketh away.
I was so excited checking my phone and I was like, oh, Breece Hall injured on the play. Well, let's hope that's not too serious. Torn ACL.
Well, it's still 2.5 times your dough.
I know, but like when you get that idea of like
I know.
seeing your
I've
name
been-
with
I've
that
been
money
there.
next to it.
I've been there. I don't.
Heartbreaking.
I was in a draft. I don't know which one. I finished second in one, but I'm not a baller like you. So I like to go in like the small. I don't like to go in ones with like 5,000 people because I'm like, that's 5,000 people that can beat me. Or like going in like 1,000 max.
Yeah.
So this one was like 200 people, and it was like a $4 one, and I finished third, I think, maybe second, and it was like $40.
Oh, that's still good though.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, but that's the risk.
Crushed
when
my
you
F1 though.
F1 DK is so much fun.
Crushed my F1.
Especially like F1 DK is fun because races, unfortunately, are very predictable.
Yeah, once you get the pole position, you get kind of a vibe and on what's going on.
You just got your junk in the middle.
Oh,
Those-
just
those
absolute
vary.
junk. Yeah,
Those vary, but the rest is pretty much the same.
yeah. Imagine if they lifted the price of like the junk like up 1,000 or 1,500.
It'd be a completely different animal.
I know it's very interesting. I know we're talking to an audience of 2 about this right
Yes.
now, but F1 Fantasy DFS is a hoot.
Brad Pitt looked very handsome at the US GP.
Yep.
He was in the pits
Isn't he doing?
making calls.
He is in the Brads.
Yeah.
Isn't he in an F1 movie or something?
Yeah, he's coming. He's doing an F1 movie. Should be good.
Should be great.
Love it.
Episode 423 of the Real Life Podcast is brought to you by DoorDash and Oodle Noodle. When you use DoorDash,
Oodle
download that
Noodle.
app. Use the promo code GameDay25, gets you 25% off and no delivery fees on your first order. So why not tonight? You sit down, you're going to watch me on YouTube while you watch the hockey game, order some Oodle Noodle and use DoorDash. That's a winning combo right there.
And our friends in North Edmonton, Clearview opens next week. It's
Hell
back. It's a rising from the ashes from the
How
fire.
long was that thing shutsied for?
Oh, it was August of 21, so like 14, 15
Good
months.
gravy.
I
Will we get
know.
to eat at Oodle Noodle in Calgary this weekend?
Sadly, no.
Ah.
We just got our gas. It is 6 weeks delayed, so
You want piping cold oodle noodle that's uncooked? We can hook it up.
Better than anything else I'd eat in Calgary.
Well,
that's fair. Well,
Point.
we also do have our late night routine.
That's right.
I'm not saying the food's good,
No,
but
no,
the vibes
that
are
doesn't
good.
matter.
Bag Milk is the other half of the Oodle Noodle social media team. You'll be happy to know that I have a folder called Calgary Noodle Memes
I'm ready.
that I'm starting. And I've been looking at Calgary meme accounts, which are terrible. No one has a sense of humor, trying to adapt them.
That'd be good.
Lean into ginger beef.
Ginger beef forever.
Ginger beef.
Are we going to try to,
Well, that's an Edmonton thing, but like
just in general,
for Edmonton, yes.
we are?
I think we should try.
He's strong enough he could sell in Calgary.
Maybe. but
This is the only thing on the Oodle Noodle business plan we haven't done.
I know.
Work with an oiler to endorse Oodle Noodle.
yeah, we got to get on that.
He's so young. He
So
doesn't
young.
know the value of $1. He's not rich yet.
His agent probably does.
Reach out to
How is Darnell
Yeah,
Nurse
it's-
working with Chop Leaf?
Yeah.
Some money.
There aren't that many Chop Leafs.
I do like chocolate.
They are.
Is there like 30 locations?
Yeah.
But how many are in Edmonton? There's got to be
Yeah,
more
yeah,
Oodle
yeah,
Noodles.
Yeah, that definitely is more.
We could pay Reed Schaefer to hang out with us, is what I'm saying, your M-Check. And I know you've been in the media scrum at the All-Star game, so hanging out with people isn't impressive to you.
asking Connor McDavid questions.
Yeah.
There are only 3 in Edmonton. 1 in St. Albert, 2 in Edmonton.
So they're taking, I respect the game. They're
Talking a
taking
lot about
out of market
it. Yeah.
money and marketing through Darnell. I would call his performance in the press or chopped leaf ads unenthusiastic. I would put that. That would be the number.
Oh, no, I might have been wrong.
1 to 10. I
yeah.
would put it as a Q.
It was like 10.
Well, there's way more. Yeah,
10?
Like 12.
No more noodles though.
I like you went from 3 to 10.
Well, it's
There's one in the building right now.
3, 6.
We're
nine.
in
had
one right
chopped
now.
leaf for lunch today.
There is 10. Yeah, sorry, my bad, everybody.
10.
All good.
Oh, and if you include St. Albert, Spruce Grove, and Sherwood Park,
How much could he really
I know,
cost
I know,
a
I
year?
know.
10 grand?
maybe he just wanted unlimited chopped leaf. So maybe if Reed Schaefer likes your product enough, which he obviously would.
Well, it's pretty delicious. They don't
He's
have the
probably
same
eating
rookie
noodle
contracts
noodle. He's
anymore.
from
They're not getting,
Spruce Grove.
Yeah, they're not getting big checks.
I know.
We could give him Spruce Grove. We could give him the franchise. We could just give
Go
it to
full
him.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him. Be like, Reed, 20-year deal. You can have the Spruce Grove Oodle Noodle.
Yeah.
Would you do that deal if you're him? I would.
So I was talking to Chris Gear, who was working with us at Daily Faceoff last year, and this was actually a conversation.
How the hell could this relate to Reed Schaefer taking over Spruce Grove Oodle Noodle?
Patience.
where
The pieces come together.
he said in front offices sometimes they'll just like shake their heads and be like, "Why are our good players doing commercials with car dealerships for $3,000 when we pay them $7 million?" And they're always blown away by like the pennies they get on these like.
But they also
ad
get a
deals.
they're
car.
cheap.
It's
3
gonna be
G's is
car.
3 G's, baby.
I know, but it's wild. And he said that's like a thing in front offices where they'll be like, why is our guy doing a thing for local restaurant A when his ELC is worth $900K and the players just do it?
I hung out with a high number of house guests from Big Brother Canada 7.
Sure.
They all had unrealistic expectations of the endorsement deals they were going to sign. They seemed to be of the mind that there were millions just waiting around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I can only assume that NHL players grow up thinking they're going to get endorsement deals as well.
Yeah.
And when they don't arrive, I think because they make so much money, agents are like, why would I push hard for you to get an endorsement deal when my 3% of your contract adds up to whatever already?
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that's an interesting thing, though. People look at like social media influencing and things like that and are like, oh my God, what an easy job. But like, there's a lot of hustling that goes on.
If I was a player and if I was like Luke Gazdick type, where I have a unique look and I have a shtick about me, when I'm in the NHL, I'm doing as many endorsement deals as I can to try to have like a book of business after. I would argue there's probably more retired NHL players doing endorsement deals than active. Like that's preposterous to me that it's like Marty Brodeur is still selling enterprise vehicles. Like how is there no active NHL player that's more marketable to fans than Marty Brodeur?
Maybe the owner of Enterprise was a Devils fan.
Maybe it's his neighbor. That's possible.
Well, it's
Just
just
like
like a
how
lot of that
Mark
stuff works
Messier
like-
does more ads than you can shake a stick at. I could
Oh,
shake
you
a
love
stick.
Subway.
It's strange.
Refresh.
Love Subway.
His agent deserves a gold star.
Regression, positive refression.
Positive refreshing. Yeah. Sure.
Speaking of endorsement deals, cannot wait to drive that Alfa Romeo to Calgary on the weekend.
Oh yeah, bag milk behind the wheel. Let's go.
Italian
Hopping in with
flag
the-
on the
Oh
door.
yeah.
Yeah. It is boss.
Yeah, we're
I'm
going-
excited to
Boss
use the
shit.
self-driving features on the highway. It's going to be fun. We're just going to let it go.
Hold on, what?
That's right.
You can just let the car drive itself.
I don't believe so.
Well, we're
It
gonna find out.
Doesn't have the lane control.
That's right.
So you don't have to steer. You can eat while you drive.
That's right.
Not recommended.
I'm not gonna. In fact, there's been no food
Slash, it's the
items
way
in
of
that
life.
Alfa
Bag
Romeo.
milk's eating spaghetti. Driving
There's
down.
been
Well, we'll
no
stop
food in
gasoline
there.
alley. Treat ourselves right.
Yeah, get some
Well,
spaghetti.
yeah. Got to get a quick A&W on the way down.
Ooh, but you did just say slip up and say Arby's.
I would also have Arby's on the way down.
That's
I
interesting.
just
like
don't
the
know where our
idea-
stop is on the way out.
Nation
not-
Truck, Nation Alpha, pulling up to the studio in Calgary,
Fighting.
fighting Princey.
And wait, yeah, the
Fight Princey for
the,
sure.
the barn burner vehicles, they're not ready yet. That'd be funny, just a
That would be.
demolition.
You got to
derby.
line them all up and take a photo. That's gangster.
100%.
Oh, the fleet of cars is insane, but that's just a testament to the good work everyone's doing.
Yep. Well, seems like good enough time to pause for an ad.
Might as well. Wow.
Great sound effect.
I want a sponsor for every single button so that when you hit that, it goes Durex condoms.
That sad sound effect is brought to you by.
Durex condoms?
No.
I don't know how to change pages on here because I know there's a whole lot more. Like there's some DJ Khaled ones in here I want to push. I just don't know how to get there. So I got to figure
and
that
I
out.
almost don't want to show you.
Oh, I'm going to learn.
I know.
I don't need you.
Don't you have a Roadcaster at home?
No. No, I didn't spend that much
We
money.
got a
on my mixer.
Goadcaster from Latvia.
No, I've got a
Sidewalk
very
caster.
cheap analog mixer at my house.
Which is what I put in the other studio. Actually, there was another analog mixer we had laying around. That works very
Analog?
well.
Yeah.
Oh, because you just plug in and there's just the dials. There's
Oh,
nothing digital
positive
about it.
regression.
Yeah.
Positive analog.
Oh, positive
Digital
regression.
analog.
We got to over ripen our players.
And dethaw.
Yeah.
Dethaw.
regression
Unthaw.
of the-
Unthaw.
Yeah, unthaw that.
Unthaw that by putting it in the freezer.
I'll use this opportunity to talk about the Canucks Army Instagram account.
Go for it.
Bag Milk said to me, Wanye, I need you to do stuff for the Canucks Army Instagram account.
I
And I
did.
said, I don't know anything about the Canucks. And he said, well, you're doing the DFO Instagram account sometimes, and Canuck stuff comes up. And I said, that's true. And he said, could you just mentally make up something and start posting Instagram stuff? So last night for about an hour, I tried to get the lay of the land in the Canucks blogosphere. It is a dark place.
Well, what's interesting to me is
Vancouver's
yes,
on fire.
they have not won yet. 0-7, Tyler?
Yeah.
They don't want to fire Bruce Boudreau. Like the consensus is among the fans, it's not the coach's fault. So already I'm like, what the hell? It's always the coach's fault.
Always the coach's fault.
Second, they're mad. They're not looking for silver linings.
Well, that's what I was
They're
gonna
not
say.
looking for cutesy nicknames.
Yeah.
They're not looking for hope. They are pissed, and they're not pissed at Boudreau.
'Cause
they're
we-
pissed at like JT Miller, one of the Sedins, and Aquilini.
Because we've had seasons like that plenty of
I
times
know
over
every
the years.
which way to be out of it by Halloween.
But we always took the approach where, well, at least we would make some jokes about it. Canucks Army is not that at all.
Oh man.
Not happy.
They are dark right now.
Yes.
Super dark.
There's an account called Nux Memes, and I'm like, oh, this will be good. I'll get the total feel. I'm not going to read what the news says about the Canucks. I'm going to read what the memes say. It
Memes
is
are the news.
Dark. Like every meme has a swear. I'm like, oh, and it's like they're so mad at JT Miller. I don't understand why. Like he had a good season, and all the fans wanted to trade him. The consensus among the fan base was get this schmo out of here, and instead they extended him.
And then someone on Reddit posted like, "Oh, JT Miller was at like a local farm with his kids, and people
Were telling him off. Yeah,
people were telling him off, blah, 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 blah." And then it turns out that was just a 14-year-old kid on Reddit who made the whole thing up.
It wasn't real?
And JT Miller.
Because that was being reported on everywhere.
And a couple Canucks media members had to come out and be like, sorry for like posting that. Like, we shouldn't believe everything we see. And it was just some 14-year-old kid who was like, wait a minute, watch this.
he's like, I did it.
Why are people yelling?
Oh, you got Manti-Teo'd.
Wow, that's a great. See,
Well, it was a
I need
very
to know this.
specific post too. He was at a pumpkin patch and they were like doing the tour. I'm
And
like,
then I asked myself, I'm like, would there be a pumpkin patch in the lower mainland of BC?
Oh, you'd think.
I don't know. I don't know the conditions pumpkins need.
That's
I know
true.
the big goddamn gourds grow just outside of this damn city of ours.
Bonneville.
Smoky
Bonneville,
Lake,
Smoky Lake.
huge pumpkins. In Smoky
Big
Lake.
gourd soil. Gourd country.
Shout out to the gourds.
Big gourd guy.
You want to hear a really embarrassing gourd story?
Gourd.
It's strangely on topic. Go
First
ahead.
year I lived out of my parents' house on my own with Amber
In a pumpkin?
in a pumpkin. We bought a bunch of Halloween decorations. At the end of the year, we packed them all up and put them away. We thought we bought fake decorative gourds. Damn it, they were real.
Oh,
So
no.
the next so the next Halloween, it's like, all right, let's pull down the bin of Halloween things. Open up, it's like,
I'm surprised it didn't
Yeah, didn't it
get
stink?
all over the place.
it was in our shed. So it was just tucked into the shed, and that
damn.
was it. Pulled it up, like honestly, just took the whole Tupperware bin, all the decorations in it, just right in the dumpster. Just not
Yeah,
even
those
dealing
are.
with
There's
it.
no salvage value there.
Those little gourds, like, they look fake.
Yeah,
Or the gourds, the fake gourd industry is unreal.
unreal.
Maybe you've just seen so many good fake gourds.
All
like
the,
a
the
real
gourd
fake
replicas
gourd.
are
And
legit.
then it damn near happened again with our Christmas decorations. We had a snow globe, and it broke somehow.
Oh, okay.
I think because we put it away while it was still cold, again in the shed.
I'm like,
You
there's
got
no way you thought the snow globe was a gourd.
No, and then it broke, and the juice on the inside like molded, and we had to throw out all of our Christmas decorations.
I bought a Santa's elf at Costco.
Yeah.
Brought it home. It was a real human being. It was just a little guy out. And I'm like,
I bought an
holy
elf on the
hell.
shelf. I
He's
put
like-
him on the shelf.
Yeah. He's like, I want to go back to my family. I'm like, oh my God. It's a child. This isn't Santa's elf. I took a kid at Costco.
So, anyways, the gourd industry has made its strides.
Well,
Well, you're in gourd country, bro. And so that's the thing. I don't know what conditions they need. So maybe
It
that
sounds to me at your house like there's just an adventure around every
There's
corner.
always,
if you're
there's
not
always
a
a home disaster.
burrito in the toilet, you got rotting gourds outside.
Frantically eating grilled cheese every day. My life's a mystery.
I took my hose off the house yesterday.
So
and
did
it was because of Chalmers on this.
I took mine
podcast.
off a couple of days ago.
Did you think
Exact
about
same
Chalmers?
reason.
Well,
Of course I
and for
did.
all the listeners that didn't get the warning because Chalmers isn't here, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that hose off.
Chalmers he used to send like group text messages like, "Okay, time to take your hose off, freezing."
So I actually really wanted Chalmers on the pod because I was.
We all do.
I know, because I wanted to do a Q&A. It's my first year being a homeowner, not just living in a condo.
We got to start buying houses on the street and he can fix them.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, shit, you're working right across the street.
Yeah, just pop over for 30 minutes for
Thing with Chalmers, though, is
Lord's
like,
sake.
we've worked with him on numerous projects. He could be in the same room as you and refuse to work with you. Like, it's not about being out of cellular range. It's about Chris Chalmers has other shit to do. There's no way we can sweeten this pot.
There's literally nothing we can
There's
do.
nothing we can do. Shameful.
It's shameful.
And it also speaks to the fact that he can't get his projects done on time. Because
You
he
can
told
al-
us he was going to be done that Quonset hut in like July. And he's still there. It's fucking November. Let's get real. For real now.
Any reviews? Speaking of which,
Oh yeah, have we fallen out of?
Well, because I wanted to give a chance for everyone who's 1-1 to let the system catch up a little bit, I think.
Yes, the
Yes.
delivery system.
I was just thinking of there's surely reviews about Chalmers not being here. Has to be.
Loading her up
Most
right
of
now.
our reviews are Chalmers needs to come to the podcast more.
Hey, as long as you give a 5-star review, you write all the horrible things you want about
And
He came
Chalmers.
I
on the
respect
one day
that.
and we were nice to him. I was like, Chalmers, we're not mad at you. We understand you're busy. You're welcome anytime.
Well, that's the thing in the head. So he knows he's letting us down, but we think we like really care.
Yeah. We don't
Or
care.
he thinks we really
No.
care. So now he doesn't want to show up because how
He's
upset
vulnerable.
he thinks we are.
We are, but we said
And
that
it's
to him on the thing. We don't give a fuck.
I know it's this downward spiral
I
he's in.
know,
So we
I
got to
know,
bring him
I
up.
know.
Everyone tweet at Chalmers, say come back to the show.
All right.
And he lives. I'll tell you where he lives too.
I think there was an issue also with one of our winners. I think it was the rookie. It might have been one of the other
Is that
winners.
the guy that told us off and then we gave him a prize?
Well, no, it was one of them. But he left another review being like, "What the hell? You've never responded to my emails. This is bullshit." And then emailed me and was like, "Hey, I put an S at the end of your name on the email. My bad, man."
Styler, your Remchuck?
Or like they did Tyler at OilersNations.com or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, we do have a bunch of new reviews.
Woo! Let's go.
So little
1 star. Styler, your Remchuck sucks.
This one, 5 stars. We all love
Styler
a good
ham
bagged
chunk.
milk laugh, but there's something underrated about the Taylor ham chunk laugh. More of these, please. Love the pod, love the network. Go Oilers from LC1785.
Don't tell us what to laugh at.
This one from Oily Nick 69.
Nice.
My favorite thing too is people don't know what their usernames are. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, I had no idea that was my username. Oily Nick 69, love the show, 5 stars. Wanye's words of wisdom and exhilarating stories carry Chalmers never showing. Wanye is Oilers Nation's philosopher.
Yes, of course. Philosopher.
Hardy stew lover,
Uh-oh.
Who doesn't love a hearty stew?
but spelt Hardy.
Okay.
Tom Hardy stew.
Still stew STEW.
Well, Tom Hardy is a hell of a cook, I've heard.
5 stars, you told me to do this. I think you guys actually get stressed out when there's no hockey because the last 2 podcasts have been much funnier than the content I've come to expect from you over the summer. While I appreciate the better content, I now look crazy laughing while I listen to you when I work out.
Well, it's stressful this summer. We got to make up stuff.
That is a complicated review. That's a diss inside. It's like those nesting dolls. There's a diss, a compliment, a diss, a compliment,
It's-
and a little
it's
tiny
positive
doll.
regression.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Positive regression.
Garden Gnome Incorporated, 5 stars. Better than Oilers Plus. This pod is well worth the price for this tier 2 fan.
Hey, there we go.
The only thing I would change would maybe be less Tyson Yum Chunk and more bagged cream. Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Baked cream.
Yeah, I'm bougie.
He's rich now.
Well,
We
yeah,
upgraded him because he got the alpha.
What the fuck? Danger Suede left us something that has a lot of words I can't pronounce.
Oh, those are fun though. Is it a cocktail recipe? Because he leaves me those on
Yes.
Better Late Than Never.
Trockenbeer Noslis.
Here we go. Let's go.
5 stars. Literal meaning, dried berry selection.
Ooh.
German language wine term for a medium to full body dessert wine. Trockenbeerenlis is the highest in sugar content in the Product Katzwein category of the Austrian and German wine classifications.
This is a novel.
Well, I don't even know. I think I've lost my place. Appreciate it, Dangerous Wade.
I do like
If it isn't
German
about
wine.
hockey, I don't know that you can read.
That is true.
I think your brain's like, we're not going to learn all this new stuff.
I want to.
Thank you, Dangerous Wade.
Yeah.
Well, since we got Dangerous Wade on the line here, I want to put.
know, he's not actually.
Well, indirectly, like I want to put a call to action out to him.
Okay.
So I did. He knows I'm on a mission of pairing red wine with Donairs. So he's a sommelier. So he provided me like 5 bottles of wine to try.
Sure.
We have this amazing, talented chef in the kitchen, Gurman, who she can make donair meat. I want us to host. So I've challenged her for our baker sandwich at Dog Patch to become a donair. So she does the donair. So she's going to do it in the new year. I want to host a donair wine night
Oh, that'd be delightful.
that we get Dangerous Wade to be the sommelier for. We package it up like you sell tickets.
Yeah.
Dangerous Wade collects like 4 to 5 bottles, like whatever different types of wine to pair while we eat donairs, and we make a night of it while we watch a game at
Amazing.
Dog Patch.
Amazing.
But Dangerous Wade, do you accept the challenge?
Or
got a lot of
Because
work
you're
to do,
very, I don't know if you
Dangerous
know this, you're very, very integral to this.
And since you're on the line right now, we'll
Since
get
you're on
your
the line,
answer.
hi.
Hey, three.
I'm
in. Oh, Dangerous Wade, you have a much higher pitched
Bring
voice.
some of
than
that
I
German
expected.
wine. I bet you it'll go nice.
Next review comes from Sean GH2000. Who
Grand Van 2000.
titled it simply ON, 5 stars. Not as good as Oilers Nation, but it gets me through.
My dear sir, if I'm looking at the logo on the wall at the moment, we are Oilers Nation.
Yep.
I think he's assuming it's Oilers Nation Radio.
Probably, yep.
But I can't take a diss from a guy who hasn't done his homework.
Okay.
Rejected. You know what? You win this week.
Thanks for listening.
You half-assed motherfucker.
There's no way this next review is real.
Prince
Ribber
Charles.
500. Bagged Milk has a side hustle, 5 stars. Love the pod. I've been listening since a little before Chumgate. Team Chalmers all day, even though his recent attendance record is showing a lack of pride in his own work.
That's fair.
On an unrelated note, I had my wisdom teeth removed yesterday, and I was awoken from sedation by a man who told me his name was Bagged Milk. I was in disbelief of my luck to meet Bagged Milk in the flesh, so I asked him his name again before I left, and he told me his name was Derek. But you're not fooling me, Mr. Bagged Milk. I know the truth. Thanks for being so nice to me in my groggy, drooling state. 5 stars.
If there's
So-
one thing I love to do when you are having a surgery of some kind, I just pop into the room like a phantom and I just check in. I'll check your chart, check your teeth, I'll root around in there,
aren't you,
make sure everything was done right.
Check the vasectomy even if you weren't in for one and it's an orthodontist. Mm-hmm. Let me just check.
Don't you run like an anesthesiologist out of the back of the Alfa Romeo?
Well,
clinic?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the trunk space there's tons of it. What else am I going to do with it?
Getting my wisdom teeth removed actually wasn't that unpleasant of an experience.
No, they got it down to a science.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
weird though.
It is, because I've never been like knocked out for anything before.
Like they just like it's like they're like, "Hey, you're up," and like they sit you down, and you don't even have your jacket off, and they're like, "Gas, you're out," and you wake up in this like room full of other
I don't
passed
know
out
if you
people.
should have done this in Costa Mesa in an alley. I think you should have gone to a Canadian dentist.
You
You
did it.
know what I mean? You're in a Home Depot parking lot. A guy wheels up next to your truck. Next thing you got a hose over your
I
face.
swear, they just run you through like cattle, and you wake up in like this pen of humanity with
I was like-
all these other people out of commission. Like,
Bag milk standing over you.
Yeah, and I'm checking on everybody.
But people really like before I was going to get it done, and maybe it's just the thing people do, but they're like, "Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Oh, that's the worst."
I think it's like the
wasn't that
pain
bad.
after.
Yeah, the after
But for
effects
some,
sucks.
it's different for some.
I just take
Like
painkillers.
I ate a
mine-
lot of ice cream.
Bottom
Mm-hmm.
back one had to have my jaw cracked to
Oh.
get that one out.
Gross.
So that was not fun.
But I always bring this up when we talk about this, but then my feeling never came back, and that sucks.
That is
I go
true.
every
Other than
6
that,
months
all good.
to get a vasectomy either undone or redone. You know what I mean?
Just for the thrill.
I go 6 months off, 6 months on. It's like if you're a farmer, you want to leave one of your quarter sections fallow. I don't want to be shooting bullets all year long. You know what I'm saying?
Smart man.
A lot of times I wake up and bag milk's there.
Yep.
All the time.
And I'm like, is this what you do for a living? You're just there when people wake up?
Pretty much. I've gotten excellent at reading charts and fondling secretly.
You're like going like this, reading a guy's chart.
I don't know if I like what I see.
Hey, Doc, I think you missed
You've been able to
something here.
find the vast difference with a 90% accuracy.
Who am I? I'm Derek.
I'm just here to measure taints and be here when people wake up.
Your vasectomy looks really,
4.5.
really good.
For his
Sir,
side hustle, Taintopedia, where he's measured a catalog of thousands of taints.
It is an
One
index.
taint. It's a,
This one comes in from Blooch45.
Luch.
Wait, or is this Surveyor Brett? B. Luch, Luch.
Yeah, that's surveyor.
oh,
That's surveyor.
Good. Nothing gets past your M, Chuck.
Well, now I take offense to this review. The podcast is okay at 5 stars. Wanye and bagged milk are funny. Funniest by far. Jay should definitely keep eating salads on air. The one guy, forget his name, that gives home improvement tips and explains how his kids' sports work. I could take him or leave him. Taylor Hamchunk needs to let the pod flow where it may. This is real life after all, but goddamn, he is sexy.
Wow, he actually made a new account
To leave more reviews. I appreciate
to
it.
leave more reviews. I respect that.
We have 221 reviews on Apple,
That's impressive.
amazing.
That is
averaging of about
3.
4.75 stars, which is great.
That's great.
That's
solid.
great. 200 reviews?
Let's keep them coming.
21 reviews.
Who's the winner?
Oh,
The one guy who was mean. Let's give him to the mean ones.
Yeah.
That'll fuck with him.
the mean one. Well, who's the mean one? Everyone
It
gave
was like
5 stars.
4 ratings ago.
Oh, the one that gets, it gets them by.
One right before Dangerous Wade.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Garden Gnome Incorporated. You won. Chesterfields, maybe. That's how you signed it.
What did you
Email
say?
me, Tyler at
What was the review
OilersNation.com.
again?
Wait, no, he did the...
If you want to,
You just gave it away and
Whoa.
took it away from him.
which one?
Nah,
was
okay, that guy's getting it.
it? Who was the other one?
The other one was not as good as Oilers Nation, but
That
600.
guy. Yeah, yeah.
You want that guy to win?
Garden Gnome. Fuck. You're already rich.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
he's got a corporation to run.
Sorry, Garden Gnome, I jumped the gun.
Sorry,
Sean GH2000, you win $25
Wow.
too, or you win an
Gets you
Oodle Noodle
through,
prize
eh?
pack.
You
Wow.
ass.
Yeah, email
If you're
Tyler at
reviewing these,
OilersNation.com.
just give us 5 stars. You can be as mean as you want in the words. Just give us the numbers.
Yeah, we just need
win.
the 5-star review.
Just
we'll
want the
take-
numbers.
Say whatever you want. Or leave us a
take the
cocktail
hit.
recipe like Dangerous Wade did that Tyler couldn't read.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, man. I read at like a 6th grade level if it doesn't involve
It's
Corsi.
strange.
Well, a lot
I
of
was
German
watching
words.
you read that, and I could tell your eyes are just like, I give up. I give up. I don't want to. Don't make me do this.
Well, it's
And
like a
then-
visually
What's the 2
difficult
dots? The
thing.
umlauts?
Umlauts.
Umlauts.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
I
well,
knew that one.
if you can think of a better way to describe German wine without umlauts, I'd love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be grammatically incorrect and a poor podcast review.
I really need this idea to come through with the red wine and donair night.
I think it'd be amazing. We could get 40 people down here.
You are opening Pandora's box if Dogpatch becomes where the nation people go to party.
Well, it's not a party.
They're
That's why it's on
wild.
like a Tuesday night.
But they'll come back.
Games at 6
They'll
p.m.
remember.
Everyone home. Everyone heads home at like 9.
this is a classy affair we're
It's
talking
a nice way to spend a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Like tonight, 6:30 against Chicago Blackhawks. Thursday night, donairs
into
and
bed.
wine. Oh,
Tucked into bed by 10.
yeah. We can also bundle the Airbnbs. Those who really want to go hard.
Get in there.
Speaking of things to do in an evening, you could go to the FIS Snowboard Big Air World Cup presented by Toyota. It's coming to Edmonton on December 10th. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.ca. Commonwealth Stadium.
Be there.
Gravedigger.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to go.
It's going to be
the
fun.
other.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. So get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, and shout out to Explore Edmonton, who was able to make that all happen.
Ticketmaster, a platform that you buy tickets and also resell your tickets you're not using.
You ever
Not
been to Edmonton,
familiar.
your M Chuck?
Styler ham chunk.
You ever go to Edmonton?
Okay.
All right. Calgary, folks.
Yeah.
If you're there, we're there.
There's people that DM this social and say, "Can I meet up with you?" And I always just delete it.
So, well,
If you're
okay.
not paying to hang out with us, fuck you. You want to buy something? Maybe. How dare you think you could just go somewhere and see something in this day and age?
do us a solid for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
If someone from Calgary
Yeah.
is saying, because you don't need to hang out with them.
I'll be like, tip me through Twitter, $4. I'll answer your questions. I don't actually
Subscribe to my Twitch channel.
I say to everybody, pay attention to social media. They'll be talking about where they're going the day of.
No, that works too.
Right? Do you really want a bunch of non-paying Jimmy Johns messaging you saying, where are you going to be at 8:15 p.m.? Fuck that shit.
Well, thanks to our friends at ATB Financial, this is a free entry excursion. And I believe it comes with some passes. I got to make sure
Free entry excursion. What do you mean?
Passes
Free to
to
go
what?
to Calgary?
free
A
to
game day experience.
free to enter the danger
Dome.
zone.
Yes, the Horror Dome.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
And I think I got to make sure I got to check. I think I got them. It comes with like these free passes to get like a free popcorn burger. And I'm told the one thing in that putrid building that's actually of quality is their malt.
Malt.
Yeah.
Like drink?
Like
a chocolate, like an ice cream thing?
Oh, chocolate
yeah,
malt.
chocolate
Oh,
malt.
like a malt liquor, I think is what I think.
A
I
Big
thought.
Bear?
I think I thought you meant.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Malt.
they're going to
Okay,
give us a
chocolate
40?
malt.
Walk around the stadium with it.
I'm going to
man,
have a hard
imagine.
time lugging a 40 up to the press level. I'll tell you that
Oh
much.
man, it'd be dangerous if someone got a hat trick.
Ooh.
Raining Big Bears.
I spend most of my days watching T Grizzly play Grand Theft Auto and tipping him.
Yeah, first day out.
It's a great track.
Great track.
Says he's not a rapper anymore. He says he's a pro gamer.
Oh, he's done.
That's-
Okay, well, Jay's leaving,
You're
so
making $3 million.
we could probably just wrap this whole thing up. Gonna bang this gavel. Episode's over.
Oh shit!
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.